Hello, students and brainiacs. It's all about thighs today, or mostly about thighs. Do you want to finally understand all the nerves that come out of your lumbar plexus? What muscles they move, what skin they feel, and why it matters for groin and thigh pain and numbness? Then please, allow me to introduce you to the lumbar plexus and make it super simple. In the next few minutes, you'll understand exactly what it is, what it does, and why it matters. By the end of this video, you will be a pro. Let's get started. You have two groups of nerves in your body. One group belongs to the central nervous system, and the other group belongs to the peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system includes your spinal nerves, which branch out from the spinal cord at different levels in your neck, mid, and lower back, and travel all the way down your arms and legs into your fingers and toes. These spinal nerves innervate your body's skin and muscles and help you to move and feel your limbs. Now, we've already covered the nerves of the central nervous system in our Cranial Nerves Made Super Simple video. In this series, we're going to focus on the major spinal plexuses of the peripheral nervous system. Spinal plexuses are networks of intersecting nerves formed by the merging of the anterior rami of spinal nerves. They are web-like structures that sort and recombine nerve fibers to send them to specific parts of the body, creating larger nerves that serve specific regions like the head, neck, arms, or legs. Think of it as the Wi-Fi router of the spine that branches out and sends signals to the skin and muscles throughout your body. You have 5 major spinal plexuses: cervical, brachial, lumbar, sacral, and coccygeal. This quick lesson will focus on the lumbar plexus. The lumbar plexus is a network formed by the ventral rami of T12 through L4. Think of the lumbar plexus as a nerve network built from the anterior branches of spinal nerves L1 through L4 with a tiny cameo from T12, sometimes. These nerves join together, mix, mingle, and then branch out to supply your lower abs, your groin, hip flexors, quads, and inner thigh. It has 2 types of outputs: motor, which moves the muscle, and sensory, sensation to the skin. So, what does the lumbar plexus do? Well, it's mostly about the thighs. It handles sensation over the lower abs, groin, and thighs, like we've said, and it controls motor for the quadriceps and inner thigh. If you want to walk, kick, climb stairs, or stabilize your pelvis, the lumbar plexus is working. It's doing its job for you. This plexus has 6 nerves. Some are motor, some are sensory, and some are both. We're going to go through them one by one and tie in the name, origin, and the function, along with some fun mnemonics. To help us understand each of these nerves and their function in a super simple way, we're going to join the Thanksgiving celebration for their EIN group. EIN stands for easily irritated nerves, a condition that each of these nerves have, as you'll soon see. The Thanksgiving celebration is underway. Okay, let me introduce you to each nerve. The 6 nerves are carpooling to the event in 3 cars. The first car is from the upper branches and has 3 nerves. The second car is from the mid branch and has only 1 nerve. And the last car is from the lower branches and has 2 nerves. The first 3 nerves are from the upper branches. They are primarily sensory with some motor function. Our first nerve is the Iliohypogastric Nerve. It comes to us from T12 and L1. This nerve motors the internal obliques and the transversus abdominis muscles, and it provides sensory innervation to the skin over the lower abs and the upper lateral glute region. When this nerve gets irritated, it could mimic core strain, and it often gets irritated after abdominal surgeries, scar tissue, or too much working out that core. Next up is the Ilioinguinal Nerve. It comes to us from L1. This nerve motors the internal obliques and the transversus abdominis. Same as the Iliohypogastric Nerve, just a smaller innervation. It provides sensory input to the upper inner thigh and the groin region. It can mimic groin strains when irritated. Our last nerve from the upper branches is the Genitofemoral Nerve from L1 and L2. This nerve splits into 2 branches, the genital branch and the femoral branch. It provides motor innervation to the genital branch, more specifically the cremaster muscle in males. Now, this muscle regulates testicular temperature by contracting or relaxing to move the scrotum either closer to or farther from the body. The genitofemoral nerve also provides sensory innervation to the skin of the upper anterior thigh and the groin and genital area. Now, it often gets irritated after something big like abdominal surgery, or even something small like tight hip flexors. Now let's meet the lone wolf from the mid-branch, the lateral femoral cutaneous nerve. That's a mouthful. It's a major sensory nerve. This nerve is the old-fashioned type who loves suspenders and loose pants, and you'll find out why in just a moment. The lateral femoral cutaneous nerve comes to us from L2 and L3. It has no motor component. It is pure sensation to the outer thigh, and it can get very irritated when compressed. This compression can lead to a condition called neuralgia paresthetica, tingling, numbness, and burning on the outside of your thigh. I see this a lot with young girls and their tight jeans. Also with police officers because of their heavy gun belt and pistol on their side hip. It's also very prevalent in overweight men who wear really tight belts under big stomachs. Now, this condition, neuralgia paresthetica, is caused from wearing tight belts, really tight jeans, compression pants, from pregnancy, or from an anterior pelvic tilt. Our last 2 nerves are from the lower branches, the big motor nerves of the lumbar plexus, the femoral nerve and the obturator nerve. These are usually the ones patients feel when quads or inner thighs weaken. The femoral nerve from L2, L3, and L4. It is the largest nerve in the lumbar plexus, and it is crucial for movement, providing motor control to the muscles that help flex the hip and extend the knee. So, straightening your knee, lifting your leg, walking, squatting, climbing stairs, that's all the femoral nerve. It's motor to the quadriceps for knee extension, the iliacus for hip flexion, the pectineus for adduction assisting, the sartorius for a hip flexion and knee flexion combination. The femoral nerve is also sensory to the front thigh and the medial leg via the saphenous nerve. Oh yeah, it morphs into the saphenous nerve, but that's a whole other lecture. Now the femoral nerve can get quite irritated. It's a condition called femoral nerve tension that can mimic quad strain, knee buckling, or anterior thigh numbness. Last, but certainly not least, is the obturator nerve. It comes from L2, L3, and L4. It swings your leg inward, activating the inner thigh muscles so you can pull your leg in toward the midline. It motors the adductor muscles, the adductor longus, adductor brevis, part of the adductor magnus, the gracilis, and its namesake, the obturator externus. It's also sensory to the inner medial thigh. Weak adductors often come from either a pelvic misalignment or obturator canal compression. So, why should you care about the lumbar plexus? Well, these nerves can get very easily irritated, as we've seen, and often with tight hip flexors, anterior pelvic tilt, weak core or glutes, abdominal surgeries, lumbar disc issues, pregnancy, or pelvic instability. It's mostly about those thighs. The lumbar plexus basically runs your entire front and inner thigh, from hip flexion to knee extension to inner thigh stability to sensations across the abdomen, groin, and thigh. If you've ever had numbness on the side of your thigh, weak quads after back issues, or groin discomfort from nerve irritation, then your lumbar plexus is often part of that story. Now, the major motors are the femoral nerve and the obturator nerve, and the upper branches assist your core muscles. The major sensory are the iliohypogastric, the ilioinguinal, the genitofemoral, the lateral femoral cutaneous, and the saphenous branch of the femoral nerve. I'll close this lecture with a fun mnemonic to help you remember the name and order of the 6 nerves of the lumbar plexus. I twice get lunch on Fridays. IIGLOF. I twice get lunch on Fridays. Usually chicken thighs. And we are done. You just learned all 6 nerves of the lumbar plexus super fast. This is Dr. CeCe. Thank you for joining me. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe below. See you next time for more fun anatomy made super simple.